We had our
Come follow me. I'll show you the side of the world, the places that you've never seen. Come follow me. Come follow me. I'll show you the side of yourself, the person that you've always been, but never dreamed.
motherfucking trailer. Yes! Yes! We made it! We made it! Welcome back to your regularly scheduled E.T.N show. Goddamn right! Oh, you guys are beautiful. I missed you all. How's everybody doing? Had to give the big nod of approval because it's been far too long. It feels like it's been far too long, but we've made it. Oh man. Oh, so beautiful.
Goji super chatted $2. Kinky Dora the third isn't me, he lied.
Motherfucking dono from Acno Goji. No, we know that you're not Kinky Dora the third. We don't know who Kinky Dora the third is, but that's okay. You can never have too many Kinky Doras. But the important thing is that you have the one Kinky Dora. That's the important thing. What's going on, guys? Oh, yes. It feels good to start getting back into the swing of things. You know, we got the live stream today. Gonna continue the Godzilla watch party tomorrow night. We'll be back here Saturday. There will be videos. Then next week, we start our full week of streaming. Tuesday, Wednesday will be Lenny. Thursday, Friday will be myself. And then next Saturday will be Lenny again. That is right. North Carolina has been treating me pretty good. Actually, the doctors have been all over my ass. They won't stop calling me to check up on me. I love it. I love it. We have 2 left in the Showa series. We have, I think, Destroy All Monsters, and I think we have Godzilla Raids again. So pick your poison. Not really looking forward to either. Well, no, Destroy All Monsters I like, but Godzilla Raids again. Maybe we should get Godzilla Raids again out the way. That way we just, we leave off with a good, with a feel-good movie heading into the Heisei series. Yeah, we have to. We have to do it. We got to get it out the way. I know. It's complete bullshit. But, yes. Yeah, got to rip off the Band-Aid. Yeah, that's right. Love the setup. Yeah, it's not done. There's a lot more coming. That's just, you guys probably can't see much of it. It's pretty dark in here. But if I lighten it up a little bit. Hold on here. Let me lighten it up. The problem is if I put too much light, you get a shadow. Like you can see the shadow already. But if I put too much light, then there's too much shadow. But you can't see things better. Let me just put this on white real quick. Yeah, you see? You can see it a little better now. But it's not done. I still got a lot more to come. Because I don't want it all to be kaiju, you know what I mean? I want some of it. I want it to represent all the things that I like and all the things I liked growing up. That's why you got Optimus back there. You know what I mean? You guys know I love aliens. So I got my little alien lamp sitting in there. Yeah. So, we gotta go back to the, let me see, is that better? That's a little better. Hold on. Let me just work on this a little bit here. No, what are you doing? There we go. That's better. Got to keep the color lamp a little bit light. If I put it too bright, then it doesn't look good. We did Son of Godzilla already. Yeah, that's a.
No Goji super chatted $2. What about Son of Godzilla?
Yeah, I think we did Son of Godzilla already. It's not G1. It's a War Cybertron Optimus. There's so much good stuff to discuss now. Really? Well, maybe you should educate me because I was looking and I didn't find a goddamn thing. Iron Man 2 confused the hell out of me. Iron Man 2 confused the hell out of you? Well, too late to talk about it now. The movie's a couple of years old. Lenny should play Fall Guys. I lived in Lincolnton and Cherryville, North Carolina for 10 years. I missed it sometimes. Yeah, it's nice out here. I have no complaints. Everything's a little far away, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, no matter where I go, the minimum mile requirement is at least 5 miles. No matter where I go. There's been a lot of stuff, including kaiju news, that's been happening lately. Well, the kaiju news we already that's already been covered. Any of the kaiju news is at least Godzilla related, has been all toy related, really. Did I watch The Last Dance on Netflix? Is that it's a Michael Jordan? Yes, I did. The Michael Jordan documentary, I did watch it. Yes. Yeah, theaters opening back up. Actually, theaters, let me see, what's today's date? The 13th. So actually, theaters opening back up in a week, according to what I read. According to this article, AMC plans on reopening theaters, 100 theaters on the 20th. They're going to be showing New Mutants, nobody gives a shit. Tenet, September 3rd, if it decides to stay there. And then a bunch of a bunch of rerun movies. I think the list here is Back to the Future, Beauty and the Beast, Black Panther, Bloodshot, Ghostbusters, Goonies, Grease, I Still Believe, Jumanji, The Next Level, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Those are all the movies they're going to be showing, other than the 2 new releases. I mean, they will also be selling 15-cent tickets on opening day on August 20th. You know, a good promotion if you want to go see one of the classics back on the silver screen. I don't know if that's enough to get me back in the theater. And it's not really because I'm afraid of COVID. I'm not. I really don't. I'm really not worried about COVID anymore. I've seen all these movies a dozen times, you know. For 15 cents on a Thursday, I mean, you know, if you're going to put up that kind of promotion, why not do it for the weekend? You know, it's a one-day opening 15-cent ticket deal, but it's on a Thursday. You know, I would do it on a Friday going and let it run through the weekend. But we'll get into that in a minute. I have the list here of the most recent update on, well, it's probably not the recent update. It's updated as of August 6th. So it's been about a week of all the delays and things of that nature. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm just going to catch up with you guys real quick a little bit. Tenet coming out September 3rd. Let's see if it holds. You know, let's see if it holds. You don't have to apologize for being late. I don't give a shit if you're late or not, to be quite honest. It doesn't matter to me. Like, you know, you got a life. You know, there's no rule that says you have to be here at 8. Just don't bitch when you come here at 9:30 and you miss most of the stream. I went to see Jurassic Park in the theater. It was like seeing it again for the first time. Yeah. I actually watched Jurassic Park 1 and 2 on Netflix the other night. And then I watched one of my favorite movies of all time, A Knight's Tale. Love that movie with Heath Ledger. Love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's very odd. I know a lot of people think it's an odd movie because of the whole, like, them giving the updated music and then not, you know. Yeah, that's why I haven't been showing up on stream lately, because I have a life to attend to. Yeah, and attend to it. That's what's more important.
Akno Goji super chatted $5. This might get a past the new D-Man 1954 video.
This might get I don't understand. Oh, are you requesting to see D-Man's video? Yeah, you didn't have to pay to request that, but that's all right. Yeah, I don't want people to think this is a request video night, because it's not. But I'll honor that because it's D-Man. You know, gotta support my fellow content creators by watching their videos. So we'll check it out. Where in North Carolina are you? I'm in Wake Forest. Wake Forest. Why aren't Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom on Netflix? I don't know. You have to ask Netflix. I can't answer that question for you. Are you sure? Isn't it season 3? Or they? Oh, you mean season 2's coming to Netflix? Okay. Yeah, Cobra Kai. Yeah, I think the actor who played King Robert Baratheon from Game of Thrones. Yeah, he is.
Stephen Miller tipped $1. Babies on Twitter are whining about GVK possibly being delayed again, even though nothing is confirmed.
It's probably not going to get delayed again. It's not going to get delayed again. It's too far into next year to get delayed again. And thank you, by the way, Steve. Guys, don't forget the tip jar, please. Definitely consider using the tip jar. It helps me out a lot, especially considering that I'm not. Hold on, let's see what my ex has to say.
I am Rob's ex tipped $1.
I'll check it now.
Rob, how are you feeling? How is the infection? Do you need me to come suck it out? I know there. Speaking of toys, I looked up 11-inch Kong and found something pretty kinky. Glad you are back. I
bet you did. I bet you did, my ex. I'm still taking antibiotics. It's still a very low grade. I still have some residual effects from the whoa. Hold on here. I still have some residual effects from the infection in my bloodstream, so I have to take it easy. Even though, like, I wake up, I feel like earlier today, like just a little while ago, I see you here, Mr. L. All right, just give me 1 second. It's because it's been a while since I've been streaming, and it's been a while since tips have been coming in. So, it's one of those whole pending things.
No Goji super chatted $5. Sorry if I sounding rude. I on break at work. Can we watch it now?
Yes, we can watch it now, Acno, because I love you. Only because I love you. I love you. All right, here we go. So D-Man. So what's the name of the D-Man's new video? Because I also saw James mention it. So it must be a big deal. All right, Mr. L, you should be getting your notification in soon. Should be coming in any minute. And we got to give a big shout out for this one. All right. Here it comes. Motherfucking dono!
Kinky _ Dora tipped $300. What's the plan, boss?
What's the plan? The plan is to take over the fucking world. That's the plan. My kinky friend. He spoils the movie less than a minute in. Thank you for the huge support dono there. Kinky, aka Mr. L, for those of you who didn't know. I think everybody knows by now, but I appreciate that a great deal. Big help. Yeah, definitely, like I was saying, guys, before that came in, definitely consider using the tip jar. Use the tip jar. You don't lose 30% of your donation. Plus, it helps me since this is pretty much my full-time job now until I find a job. So definitely helps me out as well. So the tip jar is in the description, but that doesn't mean you can't use super chats. I'm just making a friendly recommendation. That's all. All right. So potential new Godzilla movie hinted at, Godzilla vs. Kong. Is that the one? Must be, because the last one he did was the Shinkaluan movie. So, all right, here we go. Whoops, hold on. Jesus Christ.
Godzilla vs. Kong news and updates.
Tipsy Jara.
Before we jump into the news, I have to do something I never thought I would do. I've been sitting on this information too long, and just have to. It's time I become the very thing I tried to fight against. It's time I leak info for Godzilla vs. Kong. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you all thought it was a joke when I did my Godzilla King of the Monsters watch along with the King Ghidorah.
I still think it's going to be the last movie, but let's see what he has to say.
We're joking, but we weren't. And I have proof. In that stream, we talked about how Ghidorah would return for Godzilla vs. Kong. How instead of creating a true Mecha King Ghidorah or reviving Ghidorah so that he regenerates his body, they would simply revive Kevin. And then once Kevin was revived, they'd put wheels on him and drive him around like a battering ram. And that's exactly what happens in Godzilla vs. Kong. Here's some official leaked concept art, and it doesn't stop there. Once I shared this out on Twitter, many others took to Twitter as well to share concept art that they had found over time, that they had been sitting on, waiting to leak as well. Classic Ichi showed his, very similar to the one I had discovered. This shows a Kevin
Classic Ichi, James, there you go.
Images, it's clear that
Rob, you
Kevin
predicted Godzilla vs. Kong to be delayed. Let's see if you foreshadow the MonsterVerse.
Took to Twitter to share some concept art he had found as well. This concept art shows the creation of Mecha Kevin, people putting the wheels on him. Soldiers maybe
I'm calling it right now with D-Man in this video.
The ultimate bombshell that there will be a movie after Godzilla vs. Kong. Kevin Far From Home has its official poster leak here. You heard it here first, folks. Kevin is coming. We've got some art here from someone who I don't know how to pronounce his name. Gorian is how I'm going to say it. Where it's Godzilla and Kong fighting. Now this guy's art is awesome. I've shown off his art before. It's always incredible. This picture is no different. Godzilla looks awesome. Kong looks awesome. The battle axe looks awesome. It's really cool seeing the atomic breath kind of burst out around the axe, you know? It looks really cool. I love the...
By the way, since my son got that Kong figure, I'm more and more convinced now that that axe is made out of a dorsal plate. I just want to throw that out there. And no, it's not. Bullshit. That's right.
Colors here. Everything about this piece is absolutely awesome. Do I think we're going to see something like this in the movie? No, not necessarily. I don't think Kong's going to use the axe to absorb Godzilla's atomic breath, but it's cool for the picture. Jamster Jupiter, I don't know if I said his name right, also shared his Godzilla vs. Kong battle aircraft carrier interpretation. This was trying to be a bit more of
I'm
a
so stuffy.
logical interpretation of Godzilla and Kong fighting around an aircraft carrier, rather than having these two way too heavy creatures stand on top of an aircraft carrier. They're fighting around it. That is something I could get behind. It's a really cool picture. I love it. There's this really wholesome clip floating around Twitter. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know who the kid is, but it was shared by Up From the Depths, and it is just this kid reacting to the end of King of the Monsters, and he's all hyped and he roars with Godzilla. It's absolutely awesome. Legendary shared it. Michael Doherty shared it. It was getting tons of love from the community. I wanted to send some love that way as well. Real
That's
wholesome
cute.
Clip, and it just shows the essence of being a Godzilla fan. I love it. Legendary tweeted out, and I'll explain why I'm showing this in a second, this little ranking chart so that you could rank the King of the Monsters battles for yourself. I took part. You can rank them down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. But I wanted to share this because I think it's really interesting the way that Legendary really seems to favor the MonsterVerse on its social media pages. If you follow Legendary on Twitter, and
No, he shared the video.
More often than not, they tweet about or share stuff about the MonsterVerse. They give the MonsterVerse a lot of attention, and I wanted to highlight that because I think that's really cool.
Holy shit, 17-minute video.
We have confirmation now that Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong figures will be sold in the UK. So if you're living in the UK, now your question has been answered. You'll get them eventually. Don't buy them online.
By the way, that large Playmates Godzilla, that's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. I just want to throw that out there. My son bought that too. I tried to talk him out of it, but you know, he's a kid. It's a piece of shit.
I've seen people jacking up the prices.
I just want to say
Walmart's
that.
Website have the figures listed for like $50 when in stores they're $10. Don't buy from the websites unless you absolutely have to. Don't order online. People are buying these figures because they're not technically supposed to be out until September. So they're buying the figures early when they're appearing in stores across the nation and their weird little rollout that they're doing. They're buying the figures, jacking up the prices to like $200 online and then selling them, and people are stupid enough to buy them. Don't buy them for that expensive. They're not worth it. They're not supposed to be worth it. Buy a Monster Arts figure if that's how much you're going to be willing to spend on a Godzilla figure. Jeez. Or an X Plus, maybe? I don't know. Anything that's not a $10 children's toy. Shout out to just the idea of Godzilla in stores again, though, by the way. This is something I've seen people talking about a little bit, how cool it is to have shelves of entirely Godzilla figures back in stores. That's something that I don't think I've ever really lived with. I remember when the Bandai toys were on shelves back.
I am Sayaka tipped $1. Welcome back, Rob. Well, I am glad to see that D-Man picked up where I left off. I did say back in January that Godzilla has a 50-50 chance to win. Spoiler. I will now leak that Kong has a 50-50 chance to lose.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe you.
Bullshit. In the early to mid 2000s, but I don't remember the shelves just being dominated with Godzilla.
I'm enjoying that way too much. Let me take it easy.
on, but it's not to the extent that it is.
I'm enjoying that way too much. I got other ones here. I'm just waiting for the good timing.
We have Godzilla figure pictures. I'm not going to really spend any time on these. I'm talking right now, blabbling on so that I can have enough time to show them all off. Yeah, we have figures online listed. I've talked about the figures before, but we have official HD listings. I have the Walmart listings linked down below of the Hollow Earth Godzilla with the radio tower. So there you go. Also, we have the Skullcrawler Red. Again, I've talked about him in previous videos, so I have no need to continue to talk about him here, but I wanted to show off the official HD promo images. Well, I've got you here. That way I can be consistent and officially say I've covered all this info. The reason I'm not really interested in talking about these anymore is because I own them. They're right there waiting to be unboxed. I just need time to film the unboxing. I don't really have much to say about the stuff. They're online. A weird listing on Walmart's website has appeared called Assortment Monsterverse Hollow Earth Monster. No one really knows what it is. It's a Godzilla vs. Kong figure, some 6-inch basic Hollow Earth monster. I've got no idea what that means. I'm assuming it's going to be Nozuki. I'm assuming when Nozuki winds up on sale, he'll take this listing. Now there is a weird little listing underneath where if you go into info, it'll tell you it's Ghidorah. I don't think it's going to wind up being a Ghidorah figure. There is some trickery going on there. I don't think it's going to be a Ghidorah figure, and if it is a Ghidorah figure, it doesn't sound like it's going to be an actual Godzilla vs. Kong Ghidorah. I mean, we talked about in just the last news and updates that there is no Godzilla vs. Kong King Ghidorah figure yet that we know of. Playmates has denied that there will be one, so I don't think that's what this is. I'm assuming it's going to be Nozuki. I'm thinking the Nozuki and Kong with Fighter Jet will come out, I don't know, before 2020 is over, so that listing will probably get taken by one of those two figures then. Speaking of Nozuki, we have a new image of Nozuki. It's just Nozuki with the clean background, so there you go. This is the figure that we've seen before. There are official Godzilla vs. Kong teasers online now, so the first official Godzilla vs. Kong teasers that weren't the ones that Wanda Group shared have now been released. The first official stateside ones, or English ones anyways, and they're just little promos for the figures. They've got the figures spinning on pedestals, and they play some clips from the MonsterVerse movies. No new footage, no Godzilla vs. Kong footage, nothing like that. Just hyping up the toys. There's some background music playing.
That is such a horrible figure.
The background
or should I say toy?
End up being the music for Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't think so. I think it's just advertisement music. We've got that all listed down below. A new Godzilla Dominion picture was shared on Twitter. It's just Godzilla underwater. Nothing really to say about it. There's this weird blur spot on it. Actually, there's a few weird blurry spots on it, so I don't know what's up with that. But it's a cool picture of Godzilla underwater. I'm excited for whenever we get the actual.
I know that. Oh my God! Thank you, Childish.
I have a Godzilla vs. Kong set report linked down below. You can just check it out. It's just a news report from us.
That's what really turned me off. The screw holes. Oh my God. Oh.
Online for a while.
So bad.
This was back when they were filming in 2019, I believe. It's nothing big. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because we did learn some slightly new info.
I think I'd rather have a box of shit than that Playmates figure.
Tallahassee Magnet High with the banner saying.
My son wanted to put it on the display. I was like, fuck no. Because when I put this up, he started flooding all his toys over here, and I'm like, kid, I'm like, there's not only going to be monsters up here, man. I love more than just kaiju. I got a bunch of other stuff coming.
A scene with her in school in this movie. It's unknown what happens at that school. They only filmed there for one day, so it can't be anything too important. We know it's going to be in Florida. It's a Florida high school, and it was shot.
Yeah, thank you. That's right, Mr. L, from the giveaway.
It's called Miami High. So there you go. It has officially been confirmed that the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer will not play in front of the new Christopher Nolan films. At the very least, it's
that's very millennial. He does, doesn't he?
Inception. Trailer Tracker, I believe, is the one who confirmed that there will be no Godzilla vs. Kong footage attached to the teaser reel that plays before Inception. The jury's out on whether or not anything will play before Tenet. Don't get your hopes up. I'm telling you guys, all these articles claiming that the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer is coming soon are lying to you. There's no way to know. Probably.
All right, D-Man, I gotta give you a hard time here. Just say don't believe GodzillaMovies.com, okay? Can we just be frank about this now? All right, it's a bullshit-ass website with a bullshit-ass owner. I mean, it's okay, D-Man. It's okay to criticize them. All right, it's GodzillaMovies.com, okay? They're the ones promoting that shit. Yeah, I mean... Stated trailer is coming November. Yeah, maybe.
2021 will be when we see the trailer. December 2020 at the earliest is what I will say. Don't expect anything for any time soon. Anyone that tells you otherwise is an absolute liar who wants your money or wants money from you. You're not paying them, but they want your clicks because they get paid from them. Yeah, no, don't believe it. It's all clickbait. Anyone claiming that the trailer is going to play before Tenet or Inception, guaranteeing it, they're clickbaiting you. It's all clickbait. I've said it before. Feels like at this point it's just become a normal thing for me to cut into my own video so I can record a post segment that adds more information to things that I...
Man, he really needs to work on the connection here. You know what I'm saying? Like D-Man, you need to work on this connection right here, bro. Like it looks like two worlds is too far apart. The mustache and then the beard. You got to work on this, man. Just keep raking that shit with a blade. I guess got to work on that, D-Man. You're close. I don't know about the hair though. You're looking like a beetle that, you know, I don't know which beetle you think. Ringo? I'm just fucking with him.
Originally talked about that then got proven false or got added onto or whatever. At a certain point, I'm just going to have to stop acknowledging it and I'm just going to have to cut myself in.
All right, D-Man, you got to clean your room, bro. What's all this shit in your closet, man? If you were my son, I would have told you to clean that shit up. What's going on? All right. What is he having a tank in the back there? Is that a turtle or is that a turtle? Or is John Lennon, you think? Okay, John Lennon, definitely. I'm with you on that. Does he have a lizard back there? Is that... Anybody know? Oh, he has a spider. Is it a snake? It's a snake. D-Man, I think, is like 19 or 20. It's a snake? Okay. All right, so what I would do if I were him is move that snake somewhere like over here where the book bag is, above the, like put a little thing there for the snake and then put your figures over here. You know what I mean? But you got to clean that shit right there, bro. At least he did his laundry. His laundry basket's empty.
Out of my own videos. I feel like I'm starting a whole new video here. We're talking about a new Godzilla movie conspiracy, okay? It's a big deal, all right? Time to put on our tinfoil hats and go full conspiracy mode.
HGTV with E.T.N. That's right.
There are big expansions in the works.
I'm just fucking with him a little bit, that's all.
About just general Godzilla news, so we're not going to talk about it here. Kind of surprised the museum opened up during COVID, but hey, it gave us some stuff to talk about. In the museum, there is a Godzilla movie display. Interesting
God, I'm
to
so
note
stuffy.
That it's missing Godzilla 1998.
Or close his closet.
Previous Toho banners, which didn't include the 98 film, this also misses it. This one, though, adds the anime films, which previous banners have also been missing. In the Ray Wyatt era, you can see all the films have their Japanese posters, including the MonsterVerse movies. This section also includes the anime films. There is a special coming soon slot for Godzilla vs. Kong, which is pretty exciting. I think we should keep an eye out on this because this might be the place where we very first see the official poster for the movie. I could see it going up there before it goes up anywhere else. There is an additional unknown slot that was added before opening day. There are lots of conspiracies about what this is. This features the American logo with the MonsterVerse font. That's something to note right off the bat. It could be a stand-in for 1998. They could put a 98 poster in there. I don't know why they would put it here. It would throw off the entire thing. Suddenly it would just come in the wrong spot. I don't think they're going to include 98. I feel like they're trying to sweep that movie under the rug, erase it from history. I find that to be a little disappointing because although it's not necessarily all that respectful to the franchise as a whole, it's not the worst Godzilla movie by a long shot. And also, it's still a part of Godzilla movie history, so I think it's a little silly to just ignore that it happened entirely. Just
I agree.
You're not proud of it doesn't mean it didn't occur. But yes, this does feature the American font, which I found the most interesting. I had lots of conspiracies about why it featured the American font. It could just be because this is the international logo used on their website as well, but I found it quite strange considering it is the 2014 font. There is the potential that this is a stand-in for a new Godzilla movie. The American logo could be used to represent a new MonsterVerse movie. This could be a Godzilla 3.
Or it's a Toho Godzilla movie based on the MonsterVerse. This is that moment where you got to look away, like you're looking into the sky because you just did something so epic. It's like, you know what I mean? That's right.
I would presume if there's going to be a Godzilla 3 in the MonsterVerse, it will be co-produced by Toho, Legendary, and Warner Bros. There's also the potential that this goes to a new anime film. There is supposedly a new anime film in the works. We actually know it's not supposedly. There is a new Godzilla anime film in the works. We don't know when it's going to come out, what it's going to be about, what it's going to take place in what universe. We know nothing about it. There is rumors in Japan that there is a director cast for it, meaning that it will probably be the immediate follow-up, the successor to Godzilla vs. Kong, not an in-canon continuity successor to the movie, but just the thing that comes after, the same way that
that'd be
Godzilla
nice
came after Godzilla 2014. So it's entirely possible that within the next few years, that poster slot will be filled with the poster for the next anime movie. There's also the potential that this could go to the rumored, long since rumored, Destroy All Monsters. A leaked timeline appeared in 2017 for the MonsterVerse slate. The earliest reference I can find to this is June 13th, 2017. To quickly try and debunk this image, we'll run through some reasons why this doesn't mean much. This image features clearly photoshopped posters. The Godzilla vs. Kong poster has the 2005 Kong, and that Kong is ported over into the Destroy All Monsters poster. The Godzilla in both of these posters is Godzilla from the 2014 movie, photoshopped into these scenarios. You could suggest that maybe it's something because it has the names right for the other movies, right? It's got Godzilla vs. Kong and King of the Monsters, but I would say King of the Monsters received its title in December 2016. King of the Monsters.
I would like if they did that. If they ended it with a Destroy All Monsters, that'd be nice.
Kong received its title in the fall of 2016. Interestingly, before King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong had its 2020 release date since 2016. So this didn't predict any of that. So a lot of people write this image off, including myself, for many years. Although now it's time to make the case for this image because I think this is actually something. I truly believe that this image means something. I don't know what it means, but I think it means something. To make the case for this image, I will point out the thing that everyone who makes a case for this image points out. The poster for Godzilla King of the Monsters features art of Godzilla fighting King Ghidorah. This art is 100% official. It was tweeted out by Michael Dougherty and appears in the Art of Godzilla King of the Monsters. It was officially commissioned concept art for the MonsterVerse. So this image featured official MonsterVerse concept art a full 2 years before it was revealed to the world, meaning it would have just freshly been commissioned. Godzilla vs. Kong and Destroy All Monsters both feature placeholder character designs. They're simply stand-ins. They were not going to commission art for these movies that were so many years down the line, which is the reason these posters appear the way they do. So now we can explain that, or at least we can justify the decision assuming this is real. The Destroy All Monsters poster features a skull crawler standing off against Godzilla and Kong, which is a very strange thing to fake. I don't know why you would put a skull crawler there of all creatures. You could add a new monster, you could put a classic Toho monster to get people excited. If you're gonna fake this, you're probably gonna put something a little more exciting than a skull crawler against the two of them. Ghidorah, Destroya, whatever. Destroy All Monsters also received numerous shoutouts in Godzilla King of the Monsters, and we know that some of those shoutouts are set up to future MonsterVerse installments, such as the potential for Mechagodzilla in Godzilla vs. Kong, seeing as though he was set up in Godzilla King of the Monsters. The MonsterVerse producers have also all said that they would be interested in making more MonsterVerse movies as long as the films they put out are financially viable. As long as they make money, they will continue to make more. Everybody wants to make more, including Toho, who has expressed interest.
Motherfuckers better buy like 700 tickets.
On multiple occasions. To hear more about that, go check out my videos about Toho on the future of the MonsterVerse that I put out last year. Toho has expressed interest in co-financing movies as well and bringing Godzilla into many more crossover collaborations with other studios, meaning that we could see a co-financed Toho Godzilla movie with Legendary and Warner Brothers, where Toho still owns the characters, they still retain the rights to Godzilla, but they allow Legendary and Warner Brothers to use him in a movie because they are also putting their logo on that movie. So it's still Toho putting Godzilla in the movie, but Legendary and Warner bring Kong to the table as well, so they each kind of put the puzzle pieces together to create the film. The big plot twist occurred when opening day happened, and throughout the day, many more poster slots were added. In total, 7 blank poster slots were set up on this Godzilla display. They appear to be placeholders. They're just there to add symmetry to the display, and as the decades go on, they will probably be filled in. It's possible that some of these slots could be filled in with MonsterVerse movies, such as the alleged Destroy All Monsters, or they could go to whatever that movie winds up being if it ever comes out, or they could go to future Toho/anime projects, which is guaranteed. Guaranteed at least some of these will be filled in by the anime films and the Toho projects because they will still make more Godzilla movies in the future. This takes almost all the punch away from the original poster slot. Now that it's not just one, it really doesn't mean much. If it was just the one, I would say that that's a clear indication that there could be a Destroy All Monsters right around the corner, that we could get that announced at any time. But given the fact that they added all these other poster slots, I think it just means that they wanted a complete display and they didn't like having this big blank white wall space on there, so they're just putting those there.
What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
really excited that we were going to get some big news. Either way, that is the situation going on there. Thank you guys.
All right. So, I mean, that is, I did see that poster. It was Joey. Unprepared Joey sent it to me. And he said but he sent it to me when they had the one slot. And now that there's like a whole mess of them, yeah, I don't think, I honestly, look, I would love for them to finish it with a Destroy All Monsters, but I think we're going to get a taste of that in this movie. When you consider the potential, I mean, you got the Skullcrawlers, you got the Warbat, you're going to get some other Titans in there. You know what I mean? Mechagodzilla. I mean, it sounds like it is already setting up to be a big monster brawl with Godzilla and Kong leading the way. So, I still do, I hope for one more movie at least, but realistically, I think this is it. I think Godzilla vs. Kong is the last one. All right. Delay. All right. So as we spoke about in the beginning of the stream, we know that AMC Theaters is opening 100 theaters next week. They're going to start off by showing New Mutants. They're going to follow up on September 3rd with Tenet. And along with that, they're going to be showing a whole bunch of old movies, like we said, Back to the Future, Empire Strikes Back, Goonies, Grease, so on and so forth. So I wanted to go over this delay list. Now, this is updated about a week ago. So, I'm sure there'll be more. And then I'm going to tell you why I think we're not going to have to worry about delays for much longer. All right, so I'm going to try and name this a couple of more notable ones. So we got here A Quiet Place 2, moved from September 4th this year to April 23rd next year. The Climb moved from March 20th, but it has no new date. Mulan, as all of us know, all right, is now going to be releasing for $29.99 on Disney Plus September 4th. It was pulled from an August 21st theatrical delay on a theatrical release, excuse me. The Secret Garden pulled from April 3rd to premiering on VOD August 7th. So that actually passed already. That was last week. The New Mutants is releasing August 28th, a week before Tenet. No Time to Die moved from April 4th to April 10th, and in the U.S. to November 12th. From April 10th U.S. to November 25th U.S. So that's some of these. Obviously, you guys know. Black Widow is still currently slated for November 6th. Let's see what else we have here. The SpongeBob movie pulled from theaters on May 22nd, premiering on VOD in 2021. Wonder Woman 84 moved from June 5th to October 2nd. So that's where it stands right now. Candyman moved from June 12th to October 16th. Soul, as we all know, moved from June 19th to November 20th. Top Gun Maverick from December 23rd this year to July 2nd next year. Let's see. Minions, The Rise of Gru from July 3rd this year to July 2nd next year. Ghostbusters Afterlife moved from July 10th this year to March 5th next year. Tenet, as we all know, moved multiple times and is premiering September 3rd in limited theaters in the United States. So let's see what else we got. Morbius moved from July 31st this year to March 19th next year. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway moved from August 7th this year to January 15th next year. Bill and Ted Face the Music moved from August 21st to August 28th, premiering simultaneously on VOD and in select theaters. So Bill and Ted is going to be on VOD at the end of the month, but you can also catch it in some theaters. The Conjuring moved from September 11th this year to June 4th next year. Venom, Let There Be Carnage moved from October 2nd this year to June 25th next year. The Witches moved from October 9th. There's no new date listed for that. Snake Eyes moved from October 16th to October 23rd. I'm guessing that's this year. Halloween Kills moved from October 16th this year to October 15th next year. The Eternals moved from November 6th to February 12th next year. Obviously, Godzilla vs. Kong moved from November 20th this year to May 21st next year. Raya and the Last Dragon moved from November 25th this year to March 12th next year. And The Last Duel moved from December 25th this year to October 15th next year. Some updated ones here. Much of this everybody here knows already. Trolls World Tour became available earlier this year on digital. Onward, the same thing. The Invisible Man, same thing. The Hunt was also released. I think it was in theaters for like a week. and then it went on digital because that's when the COVID had just started. Birds of Prey, but they had a short. They released on digital pretty quickly. Bloodshot, Scoob, The Lovebirds, Artemis Fowl, all on Disney Plus, Netflix, and available digitally, respectively. So, you know, a lot of these movies got backloaded to next year, and I don't think we're going to be seeing any delays anymore, to be honest. Here's the reason why. COVID is not going to be a thing after the election. It's not. Doesn't matter who wins. Right now, the lockdowns are only continuing because it's a political thing right now. Of course, we all know that unfortunately politics have affected every form of entertainment, including sports. And right now, the way things are shaping up, there is actually no reason for a lockdown anymore. You guys have heard me say this millions of times before, but it's an issue that's being pushed. And I guarantee you, when the election is over in November, there will be no more lockdown. The lockdown will be over. Suddenly everything will be fine. So I don't see many more delays coming after this. In fact, if a lot of these Hollywood production companies were smart, and if there's space available, I would move all the movies back till after November 14th. I mean, November 3rd is the election. So give yourself about a 2-week buffer. I guarantee you, when the election's over, COVID-19 will not be a thing anymore. There'll be some minor mitigation that they'll recommend, but everything's going to reopen. I guarantee you, I promise you, mark my words, when the election is over, everything in this country will open back up. It doesn't matter who wins. But I will say, especially if Joe Biden wins. If Joe Biden wins, the country opens back up. And if Donald Trump wins, it'll open back up too, because the Democrats will have no reason to keep it locked down anymore. Their strategy would have failed and Donald Trump would have won anyway. So one way or another, I think entertainment will be returning in this country full gear after the election. Mark my words. You'll get your Tenet. You'll get your New Mutants, for those who care. You'll get your sporadic theater openings. But I mean, AMC has 600 theaters across the country. So they're opening 100. That's what? 2 theaters in every state average. So that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get from now on, from now to close to the end of the year. But I'm telling you, by the end of November, everything's going to be back to normal. Everything will be back to normal. It doesn't matter if there's a vaccine or not. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be back to normal after the election. That's just how it is. So, you know, if, like I said, if I was some of these companies, I probably would have pushed my movie back till after the election. Like if I was Tenet, you've already delayed your movie several times. You're now opening September 3rd. You might as well delay it another 2 months and try to get the full revenue. Because once the theaters open back up fully after the election, they'll have a better chance of getting a larger, revenue. They'll get a bigger revenue stream. You'll get your entertainment when you fix this damn door. Yeah, basically, some shit like that. Rob, how do you think 2020 would have been if COVID wasn't a thing? It would have been like any other year. You would have gotten all your summer blockbusters. You would have gotten a full baseball season. We're not even getting college sports now. We're not even getting the college football season, which sucks. Not only does that suck if you like college football, which I do, imagine being a player in college, right? Imagine being a football player in college and your future depends on you going out there and performing, you know? A lot of these college players obviously play with the goal of making it to the NFL. Only 1% of them make it, but it's still very important that they all get an opportunity to go out there and showcase, number one. Number two, now if you cancel the college football season, which is all but canceled. I mean, there's so many conferences, not all of them have canceled their season, but a lot of the big schools have. A lot of the big conferences have. The Big Ten, the Pac-10, I think it is. I mean, let's take a look here. I'm sure I can find a list of it. List of college football conferences that canceled season. I think there's like 6 of them. Which college football teams and conferences have canceled? Here we go. Oh God, get out the way. Oh, Jesus Christ, all these fucking pop-ups. So 54 of the 130 FBS teams will not play football this fall. The Big Ten and the Pac-12 announced their decision to postpone the season. Outside of the Power 5 conferences, the Mid-American Conference and the Mountain West Conference, which include 12 teams apiece, have both canceled their fall sports season. So, I mean, and that's just the beginning. There's two more actually here. And the Big Ten and the Pac-12 are pretty big conferences. So, I mean, right now you got a very underwhelming baseball season happening. Who was watching wrestling for quite a while, I haven't watched wrestling in months. It's just not fun to watch. It's amazing how the crowd plays such a big role when it comes to wrestling. But even baseball is just, I'm just not in it. It's a 60-game season. If your team starts off like, I don't know, 7-14, you can kiss your ass goodbye. There's no coming back from that. In a 162-game season, you can come back from a 7-14 start. In a 60-game season, pretty much the teams who get off to a good start are the teams who are going into the playoffs. You could basically kiss your season goodbye a couple of weeks into the season, depending on how your team does. Not to mention, it's just so weak to watch a baseball game with cardboard cutouts of people in the audience. I don't know if you guys seen that. Now, Fox Sports Network has done digital, but every other network or any other local network that covers a certain team, they're all putting cardboard fans in the stands. It's so ridiculous. Take it easy, Evan. So, the worst thing is that what college football should, again, these guys don't think. If I was these conferences, I would have said we're postponing the season until December. That would have been a month after the election. I guarantee you they would have been able to open and play football. So, and when you have already 4 major conferences canceling their season, it's going to affect the other conferences. So it's only a matter of time before more cancel out. So entertainment, ain't much to go around. I mean, we got obviously streaming. We got The Mandalorian coming back soon. When is that coming back? Let me just double check that because I forget. Mandalorian. Season 2. Mandalorian Season 2 is... Oh, Jesus Christ, man. These websites suck. Okay. Wow, it doesn't even say it. I went through all that work for nothing. Surprise somebody in the... No trailer yet. Yeah, no, I know there's no trailer. I thought they announced when Season 2 was going to start, but... Wait, but what would happen if Godzilla vs. Kong went to streaming instead of being delayed, Rob? They don't need to. Godzilla vs. Kong has nothing to worry about. By the time Godzilla vs. Kong rolls around, everything's going to be back to normal. I guarantee you. I don't think that's going to be a thing anymore. Just pay attention. Well, I hate to say this, but if you want to know what's going to happen in this country, just pay attention to the news. You can pretty much see it's so easily predictable now. I'm telling you, man, guys, mark it. I said it today, August 13th, when the election is over in November, a little bit after, or the latest, if again, depends on who wins. If Biden wins, the latest everything returns back to normal is the end of January. That's the latest. However, if Trump wins the next day, like maybe a week later, one way or another, after the election, everything goes back to normal. COVID is not going to be a thing anymore. I guarantee you. People suddenly, you'll see the news change its opinion. Oh, we're coming on the end of this and blah 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 blah. I'm guaranteeing you. I guarantee you. That's what's going to happen. October, okay. So a lot of stuff is coming out later on this year. We'll see. But boy, is it dry. Even Godzilla vs. Kong. Like I was watching that video with D-Man. And it was great information, but not really anything we don't know, is it? You know, when you really sit down and look at it. I mean, we've talked about Destroy All Monsters many times before because everybody would like to see a Destroy All Monsters to end the Monsterverse. We know about the toys. I mean, everybody's got them. Everybody's seen the pictures. Everybody, you know, you've seen the new synopsis on the toy boxes. You know, and I'll probably go through them too in my videos coming up this tomorrow and next week. But I mean, really, it's really not. There really isn't much to discuss entertainment related. You know, it's all the same thing. Like, I was even going to the websites. You know, I said to myself, all right, well, this is Entertainment Talk Nation, and I need to talk about entertainment. And I go to the websites, and all the articles are op-ed articles. They're all op-ed articles about top 5 shows you should watch on Netflix or the top streaming shows or movies right now. It's all op-eds. There's no information on anything. Because the only information we've been getting have been delays. It's a very bad dry spell. And it sucks. And what sucks is, again, I like sports. Are we going to get an NFL season? And if we do, how exciting is it going to be to watch an NFL season with no fucking crowd? That sucks. That sucks. My cats are... we gave my cats away, man, before we moved. Would you like to see a Fall Guys versus Godzilla game? I don't even know what Fall Guys are. I have no idea what you're talking about. A CVS a block away from my house got looted. I live 30 minutes from the city of Chicago. Should I be a little worried? Probably. Because, you know, briefly, I'll refer back to something I said some time ago, but it's only a matter of time before they got to the suburbs. And quite frankly, that's already happening in Oregon. So they've already been going to private residences. There was a lady who got, I don't want to say attacked, but they went right up to her house, right up to her doorstep, a whole mob, and they berated her. She was wearing a Nazi arm badge, which, look, nobody wants to see that shit, but that doesn't give you the right to roll up to her house and start harassing her. And then on top of that, start spray painting her house. Rob, I only had a couple of riots where I live. I don't have that much going on in my area anymore. Well, that's good. You have heard fall season been canceled of the NFL? Has it? So they're gonna push the season back? Is that what it is for the NFL? That's what they should do. They should push back the season. I wouldn't cancel it because I'm telling you right now, man, after November, everything's going to be back to normal. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Everything's back to normal. You can talk about Jurassic World Dominion. I could, but I mean, what is there to talk about? It's the third Jurassic Park movie. We pretty much know what to expect by now. There is a formula to Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs and humans. F in the chat for listening more handicap. Rob, check Fall Guys out when you have a chance. It's free and could be cool. Fall Guys? I never heard of this game. I've been playing a bunch of games while I've been recovering, and I have not heard of this game. But that's because I've been playing a lot of Outlier. What is this shit? Oh, I'm not playing this. I'm not playing this shit. Nah, I'll pass. Just looking at it, it's not my kind of game. But they got Dogson. Look, everyone, Dogson's here. What? Oh, Dotson. There's a chance we may be going back to Isla Soma in Jurassic World Dominion. I'm not, look, I want to be very frank. I'm not really excited about Jurassic World Dominion. It's not to say it's going to be bad. It might be one of the best Jurassic Park movies ever made. I'm Jurassic Parked out right now. You know? Rob, would you like a open world Godzilla game? I would. I spoke about an open world Godzilla game like 3 months ago on stream. It gave complete details on how I would like to make it. Hi, Assassin, late to the train on that. Godzilla vs. Kong might get delayed again. It's not going to get delayed, Assassin. Trust me. It's too far into next year to get delayed. Stop reading GodzillaMovies.com. Just my opinion, Jurassic Park needs to conclude, but that's not going to happen. No, it's still making a lot of money. There's only so much you can do for a Jurassic Park film. Yeah, it's true. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. It's probably going to be really, really fun, but I'm just not like, it's hard for me to get excited for something I really haven't seen yet. I haven't seen much of anything regarding, I mean, I'm sure I can go online and read a bunch of articles, but until I see something. I'm not doing Lenny on Saturday. I'm doing a regular stream. Lenny's not returning until Tuesday. Man creates dinosaurs, dinosaur eats people, kids kill dinosaurs. I'm not excited for Dominion as Fallen Kingdom, but Battle at Big Rock was awesome. Battle at Big Rock was really cool. Oh, that Netflix series looks like trash. I have zero interest in that Netflix Jurassic Park series. Oh, absolute zero interest. I saw and I was like, nah, this ain't for me. I'm like, it ain't for me. Again, you're a big Jurassic Park fan and you're excited for it. Do you? I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying for me personally, I have zero interest in that. It does not look good to me. Again, for me, I'm not knocking you. The Jurassic World trilogy is still better than the Disney Star Wars trilogy. Okay. It's a Netflix series, like it's an animated Jurassic Park series but it looks like it's kids not running the show, but they're kind of like, it kind of looks like, oh shit, I just knocked my camera, my bad.
Tyler Brown tipped $1. Hey Rob, I am glad to see you make a full recovery and back to action with a new background.
Thank you.
Hope wife and kiddos are doing wonderful.
Wife and kiddos.
The hell with the Yankees. LMFAO. WHO dat.
Word. What about Hyperscape, Rob? What the fuck is Hyperscape? Guys, you gotta remember, all right, it's been a month since I've even looked at a screen and read an article about anything that's coming out. Okay, and then on top of that, I was in the hospital for almost a week. Did you check out the 7 Deadly Sins season? I have not. I have not done that yet. It's been all work since I got here in terms of, well, first of all, I spent most of my time in the hospital here already. And then on top of that, I go out like every day because there's a lot of errands to run. Me and my wife have to go out and get our license soon. We also have to we've been out hunting for medical insurance because even though she's still working, her insurance is not covered in North Carolina. So we have to get family insurance. We've been hunting. So there's been a lot we've been having to do. I have not had time to sit here and research anything that's coming out on movies or streaming or anything. And when I do have free time, I'm either sitting with my leg elevated because I still got to elevate my leg, or I am playing a game, basically. I assume nobody heard about the poor kid Cannon. That's probably the saddest thing I've ever heard. Wow, it made me sick to my stomach. The poor kid Cannon. If you like it. Oh, it's a battle royale? Yeah. I'm done with battle royales. And I didn't even play them at, like, Warzone I like. I like Call of Duty Warzone. But that's, they did a good job with it. Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. finally concluded their show. Yeah, I saw that. I still got to watch that season and the 2 prior to that. Are you going to purchase Arrow's Gamera collection, Rob? Actually, I do. What's it going for right now? Let me check. What's it going for? Gamera collection. Gamera the complete collection Blu-ray 125. I'll pass. Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll wait for it to come down in price. 125. Wow. Pre-ordered, so it's not even out yet. 8-disc special edition, collector's edition. Yeah, I'll probably hold off on that. Another child killer, another day in 2020. Yeah. His poor sister is going to be scared for life after witnessing that happening to her brother. The story is barely being covered on mainstream media. Yeah, it must barely be covered because I haven't heard of it. I mean, I've heard a lot of kids getting shot If this is another new one, it's just I just happen to miss it. It's gonna go higher, Rob. It's best to get it now. Nah, I'll wait like 2 or 3 years. I'm patient. What's your overall thoughts on the last dance documentary? That Jordan was a bigger asshole than I think he let on. But, you know, if that's what it took for him to win a championship, you know, I guess you can't blame him. Who the fuck is messaging me? What is this? Oh, never mind. What? Oh, thank you, Omni. North Carolina man shot and killed 5-year-old neighbor. Oh, I did hear about this.
Stephen Miller tipped $1. I will be honest, if Milan does well on Disney Plus, I think we can't ignore the possibility that Warner Brothers may consider bring one of their own movies to HBO Max.
Yeah, I agree.
It won't be GVK, but I know that WB will not ignore Disney's trial run release.
I agree with that. I really do think Disney, Warner Brothers is probably sitting back and waiting. I think they wanted to see some consistency because some of the other movies that came out on digital didn't do too bad either. But we'll see. It's still $30 is a lot. I mean, I know the idea is that, oh, well, it's a family movie and that's assuming it's a family thing.
Runk the Funk tipped $6.90. It's good to have you back, Rob. Also, good job giving Death the finger. Can't keep E.T.N down.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it almost had me. You know, Grim Reaper was right there like, yo, man. And I was like, not yet. Yeah, it was scary at the moment, but I'm glad. Yeah, thank you. And thank you for the dono, Runk. I appreciate that. All the donos are very helpful right now. Very helpful, believe me. The Gamera Heisei trilogy, I hear nothing but good ththings about, especially Gamera 3 being called underrated. The Heisei trilogy for Gamera is really good. I think overall it's those 3 movies are better than all the Heisei Godzilla movies, including Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Yeah. Trolls, I don't think was one of the more popular animes anyway. I don't think. I want Doolittle too. The media can't use it to draw sympathy for votes. Yeah, it's true. Plus, it'll only help Donald Trump's cause, really, if they blow it up. So, God, how many nukes videos have we missed in the last couple of weeks? Let's see. I don't know if I can watch them all now, but we should watch at least 1 or 2 of them, depending on how long they are. It's been a minute. Tyler Brown.
Tyler Brown tipped $1. As far as entertainment goes, it's complete bullshit. Everything right now is fear and trauma. Biden equals biggest idiot demos ever nominated. Also, Death Rob's time has come. Rob, I'll whoop that ass. Death, oh shit, run Forrest run, he's not ready.
Rob, I failed to raid your stream. Yeah, I don't think you can raid on YouTube. You can only raid on Twitch, and I'm not on Twitch right now. Did you hear about the guy that got shot for a noise complaint in Phoenix? Yes, I did. I did hear about that. So what was he playing? Crash Bandicoot with his girlfriend. The neighbor complained. The cops came to the door at night. They knocked, and then they walked away from the peephole. So the guy got nervous and grabbed his gun and walked out. And then they told him to put it down. He got down on his knees, but then they shot him in the back, some shit like that. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I'm still going to do Rob Talks. Only one video I've missed? Have we seen this one right here? Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Did we see this one? I don't think we did. I can't tell.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
Godzilla King of the Monsters. Thanks for subbing.
Godzilla King of the Monsters subscribed to the channel.
I don't know if I've seen this one before. No, we haven't seen this one. All right, let's pause it there. We'll start that one in a minute. Glad to see you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. Godzilla caught him. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but he didn't know that. That's his name. Are you going to attend the DC Fan Dome virtual event? I heard they're going to reveal some big stuff like a trailer for the Matt Reeves Batman film and a new Rocksteady Suicide Squad game. Yeah, I'll probably check it out. Salah, what Rob said when he seen the Grim Reaper. Yeah. I was like, Salah. All right. Let's watch some nukes.
Monster Math presents
Or not.
Addition Below 10.
Addition Below
Okay,
10?
class, let's begin. What is 5 plus 3?
10.
We can solve the problem by counting on. We start with the bigger number, 5,
Yes.
and then we count on.
This is incredible.
5, 6,
7, 8.
Well done.
What? It's supposed to be 10. This is not woke math.
Top 5 ghosts calling camera. Randonautica revisited.
Whoa,
You might
Randonautica!
recognize TikTok user Matt Hall from a previous video I did about Randonautica.
So I saw this thing that a lot of people were doing on TikTok called Randonauting. It's an app that you download and it gives you a
Woke
completely
math.
random
Yeah,
location
word.
close to you that you go to, and apparently it's supposed to be a glitch in the simulation or something like that.
Oh, I remember this bullshit.
Holy Is there anybody here? Yes, I think I just heard something.
Now, since his terrifying encounter in the woods, Matt Hall claims that he has had a new and even more horrifying encounter at his job. Matt says that late one night, when he was working the overnight shift, a security camera at his work started beeping. Now, the security camera has motion sensors and only starts beeping when someone or something disrupts the sensor. Naturally, Matt...
Actually, I have it too, and I think I'm going to use it soon. Especially here in North Carolina. Because if I had used it in Massachusetts, I would have been a little biased towards where it would send me. Like, I would have been like, okay, I'm not going here. Or, okay, I know what this is. But I have no idea where it would send me here, so I think that would be more exciting.
Matt immediately went to check the camera. He was chilled to the core when he saw this.
There's literally somebody outside, like, dragging a bag at my work. No, sorry, I'm just recording in case something happens.
Bullshit.
I can't see his face. Where's he going? He's literally running down to the door. He's coming up to the door right now. See? Oh my fucking god! He's outside the door. He's outside the door right now. No, there's nowhere to hide in here. It's just this one room. The door is locked, but...
Bullshit.
Oh my He's like behind the building now. I don't, can you just get here, please, really?
Matt frantically calls 911 to summon the police. While on the phone with the emergency operator, the outdoor CCTV camera records a...
While on the phone with the emergency operator, they tell him this.
Life sucks, get a fucking helmet, all right?
All right, there you
dragging
go.
what looks like a trash bag right in front of the building's exit.
Oh.
Wow. I heard about this.
Matt says that the police came and searched the area surrounding the building, but they couldn't find anyone. Even more baffling, the garbage bag the man was carrying was simply stuffed full of old clothes. So was this encounter somehow connected to Matt's previous randonauting experience? Was it even real? Or was it just a TikTok hoax? You decide. German Reddit user Overhype13 claims that he and his friends
there's gonna be no more TikTok videos in a couple of another 30 days, another 40 days or so.
were randonauting when they were led to the middle of nowhere, a seldomly traveled walking path in the woods in Germany. They had pretty much given up finding anything.
Oh my god, I'm so
when they
stuffy.
suddenly spotted a mysterious flower and a plaque on a tree.
Okay, also, warte. Wir haben eine neue Intention gesucht. Also wir haben eigentlich ohne Intention gesucht. Ja. Er hatte den Point angemacht und wir waren irgendwie so mitten im Wald. Wo der Point ist? Ja, warte. Der Radius. Wir sind halt direkt da beim Radius. Ja, Punkt ist da. Ja, wir sind auf jeden Fall im Radius. Und jetzt haben wir die Gegend abgesucht, also ist so ein kleiner Weg. Wir haben die Gegend abgesucht. Hier ist halt nichts. Hier war halt nichts.
We saw a flower.
Eine Blume gesehen haben.
So big deal.
Film das mal. Hier ist halt so ein Schild.
Oh, somebody put it there.
Freund, Ruhe und Frieden, das haben wir erst gar nicht gesehen. Aber jetzt achte aufs Datum. 24.07. Welches Datum haben wir heute? Sag's mal. Wir haben einfach den fucking 24. Mann. Wir haben, das war vor genau 2 Jahren. Wir haben das fucking gleiche Datum. Ey, das kann doch kein Zufall sein.
Zufall sein!
Als ob das genau vor 2 Jahren war. So, als ob hier jemand vor 2 Jahren gestorben ist. Scheiße.
Reddit user Overhype13 says that after he did some extensive Google searching to find the man named Tilo, who passed away exactly 2 years ago on the exact spot where Randonautica sent them, he wasn't able to find anything. Overhype13
There's a reason for that.
There's no way the Randonautica app could have known about the memorial sign that shared the same date as their exploration. This mysterious incident remains unexplained. TikTok user Tyler Vasquez says that after watching many strange videos about the Randonautica app, she simply had to try it out for herself. The app gives her a location about 1.5 miles from her home, so she travels there and documents her experience. The location she is led to is a secluded creek, surrounded by woods. What happens next is downright chilling.
Alright, so I think I gotta go this way down a creek. Alright, this is what I found so far. Pretty creepy. I'll go see what that is. Okay, so I just opened up one of the photos, and it's whatever the that is. Then we have these random 3. This one's It's Your Birthday with the snowman with, I don't know. And these 2 I just put together. It's like, play with me. Alright, I think it was just my imagination. I think I'm just hearing, but I'm trying to read these. I swear I'm friendly. Play with me.
Taylor finds creepy drawings scattered all around the rocks that look like they have been drawn by a child.
That's pretty creepy to find.
She hears the unexplained voice of a little girl and just runs. When Taylor Vasquez posted her video to TikTok, her viewers suggested that the creepy little voice actually says, "You hide and I'll find you."
Play with me. Play with me.
After many requests by her viewers, Taylor returns to the creek 3 days later to find out more about the strange drawing.
So I just hiked the mile back to that randonauting spot. Brought a flashlight as a weapon this time. As you can see, there's no one around me. I'm trying to go quick. So
a flashlight as a weapon?
These drawings are creepy as f. I feel like I should just grab them all really quick.
No.
They have messages on them, because then, like, those look like symbols.
You hear that? Why are you taking those? You're gonna piss off.
There's meaning to them. I'm too scared to stay that long. There's a fucking notebook. I'm taking that too.
Oh my god. Why are you doing that? Why would you take those?
See anything else, so
The voice is there again, but it's now quieter, and Taylor doesn't really hear it at first. The soft little voice seems to say, "You're not my family. You're gonna die if you don't go."
They have messages on them, because then, like, those look like symbols.
Taylor collects many more strange drawings that are scattered around the area.
Bullshit.
But then the voice gets louder and says,
I don't really see anything else.
Later, she posts her video, and when she reads the viewer comments, she makes another shocking discovery.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of time right now, but I saw this comment and I'm kind of hyperventilating, freaking out. This girl posted that she saw a f***ing child in my video. No one was with me, and tell me if you guys think that looks like a ghost child, because I don't f***ing know. But I didn't know if she photoshopped it or not. So I went to my videos and I screenshotted the exact part that she shows right there. And I see the face too. And so now I'm actually freaking the f*** out. I'm super terrified. I don't know what to do. I didn't see anyone or hear anything until that voice happened, but it just sounded like an echo. So I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me what you see, but that right there looks like a f***ing face to me. I don't know.
Now, what do you think Taylor caught on camera? Is it real? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. What's at the window? CJ from the YouTube channel CJ Longcrow's Vlogs is exploring the abandoned and allegedly very haunted Crow Creek Reservation High School in Stephan, South Dakota.
Go bring the papers back
and the
and
land it sits on has a very dark and creepy history. In 1886, the Catholic Church set up a boarding school for Native American children on this land, and then basically forced the reservation children to attend. From the day the boarding school opened, the land seemed cursed. Crops and trees planted on the grounds wouldn't grow. Random unexplained fires destroyed many of the buildings, and the schoolhouse was directly hit and almost wiped out by not one, but 2 different tornadoes. But each time, the Catholic Church would simply rebuild the boarding school on the same ground. One of the school's darker stories involves a nun named Sister Wilhelmina Kaufman. On January 12, 1888, during a blizzard, the nun left the school building to go to the laundry house next door. Even though the buildings were very close together, she got lost in the blinding snow and couldn't find her way back to the school. The next morning, her body was found kneeling in the deep snow. She'd frozen to death only 100 feet from the school's door.
Whoa!
Cut to modern day. People who live near the Crow Creek Reservation High School report seeing many strange and frightening things. It is said that the terrifying apparition of a nun can be seen roaming the grounds, and some claim that they have seen dark shadow figures wandering the school's hallways. CJ Longcrow happens to have a friend that lives on the Crow Creek Reservation, right next to the allegedly
That's a cool
haunted
name,
school.
CJ Longcrow.
So not only was CJ able to explore the abandoned building, but he...
I want my name. I always said that if I was like a Shaolin monk, I'd want my name to be One Hung Lo.
He spent the entire night right beside the creepy school grounds. So early in the night, CJ and his friends head out to explore the school. They find some strange graffiti on the walls, and even more bizarre, a floor full of dead birds.
Holy f***. Those are dead birds?
But even more alarming are the aggressive living birds and bats that have made their home inside the abandoned school.
Sound like something moved down there. Here, let's do this room first.
Ah!
Oh, that's a fucking owl, bro. That's a fucking owl. Like, the higher we got up, like, it seems like that's... Oh. Bro, we just want to get by. Fucking birds on crack, dog.
You shall not pass.
Go.
After a few angry bird and bat attacks, the guys decide to finish up their exploration and just exit the school. But the creepy story doesn't end.
Actors are required to do a lot of dangerous stuff.
There. Now, as
Always
I
listen
mentioned
to the
before, CJ
birds.
is sleeping overnight in a house that is overnight in a house that is right next to the abandoned school building. So late that night, while his friends are sleeping, he decides to take a walk around the haunted school grounds. It didn't go well.
Everyone else is asleep, so.
Pardon me.
Dude, like, it's so creepy out here, bro, because I heard so many fucking stories, like, just so many stories of, like, I just can't. But it is pretty fucking creepy out here, though, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like, I mean, just look at this building. Oh, bro.
CJ spots some shadowy figure walking by the abandoned school's third-story window. He freaks out and runs inside to wake up his friend Phil, asking him to join him to go check out the strange shadow.
What the fuck's he doing sleeping there?
When they reach the third-floor window where CJ saw the figure, what they find is truly bizarre.
Okay, guys.
He said it all casually this time.
This is exactly.
It's really bizarre.
Exactly.
Bro, where could I have gone though?
It's exactly where the I saw it. Hold on, let me see inside there. Custodian closet?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now, even though the shadow that CJ saw seems to appear from one side and walk quickly past the window, there's just nowhere to walk. There's a concrete wall on one side of the window and a tiny empty janitor's closet on the other. So where did the shadow
Well, it's a ghost that went through the wall.
Did CJ
Duh.
Longcrow see one of the strange shadow apparitions that are said to haunt the Crow Creek High School? You decide. You can check out CJ's full exploration video over on his YouTube channel, CJ Longcrow's
Dude,
Vlogs.
die with me, word.
Disappearing Act. Reddit user Edgy Christendom says that he and his girlfriend were exploring an abandoned mental asylum in Baltimore, Maryland, when this happens.
I almost hit that. Yo, this fucking place is crazy, bro. Oh, moms. What the f?
Babe.
What?
Where are you going?
I swear I just seen something.
Don't f***ing start that. Babe.
Why? 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 Why would you do that?
You're lying. You gotta be lying.
He turns just in time to catch a dark figure moving through one of the doors. But when he follows, there's no one there.
There's no one
Edgy
there.
Christendom doesn't necessarily claim that the video is anything supernatural, and he says that it could have simply been a homeless person living in the building.
You know what? You could actually make these moments funny. Watch. Watch.
DJ Longcrow see one. This happens.
I almost hit that. Yo, this fucking place is crazy, bro. Oh, moms. What the f?
If you just use the Seinfeld music, for moments like this, suddenly it's just not scary anymore. It's just not scary anymore. Suddenly it's just, it's a comedic moment, right? It's not scary. It's not scary anymore. Perfectly fine.
Babe.
What?
Perfectly fine.
Where are you going?
I swear I just seen something.
Don't f***ing start that. Babe. Yo, what the fuck?
Bro, what the f?
You're lying. You gotta be lying.
He turns just in time to catch a dark figure moving through one of the doors. But when he follows, there's no one there. Edgy Christendom doesn't necessarily claim that the video is anything supernatural, and he says that it could have simply been a homeless person living in the building. But if this was a person, then
It doesn't look like a ghost. It looks like somebody real. And
let me know what you think.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm leaving.
Camp Nowhere.
Camp Nowhere.
Popular YouTube Urbex channel Exploring with Josh travels to what is rumored to be an abandoned summer camp in the Catskill Mountains of southeastern New York. The remains of the camp are in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by woods. Josh and his friends explore the mysterious site and discover that it was a former religious summer camp for children. Turns out, the religious camp was built in the 1950s and operated for at least 15 years before being abandoned for unknown reasons. As Josh and his friends enter one of the decaying buildings on the property, they find a strange surprise.
Yo.
Supplies.
What? What the hell? This is creepy.
Yo!
This is a fine. For real. What the heck? Who did that?
Do you think explorers did it, or it was just left like this?
Either satanic ritual cult people, or maybe explorers? I don't know, guys. This is freaking creepy. Look at this. Dude, who really hung all this up? Kind of cool. I like it.
Whoever it is ain't been gone that long.
Masks up there.
Wow, would you live stream at paranormal places with the control of the chat?
The ring one.
I would if I had the equipment to do it.
Tell me not. Yeah, on the calendar it says 2000.
Like mobile streaming equipment is like $1,000 for the whole setup. Like I've seen it before because I researched it for that very purpose because I wanted to try and do that. And it's a whole kit. It goes in a bag. You get these batteries. You get this Wi-Fi thing and a camera that goes in your shoulder. It's like $1,000.
2001. So unless this place went abandoned in 2001, this is our only trace at the moment of like any sort of timeline.
A calendar on the wall dates all the way back to March 2001.
So
the camp has likely been abandoned for over 19 years. Josh splits off from his friends who are taking pictures of the abandoned buildings. While exploring alone, he finds a broken down RV. He goes inside to take a look.
Broken down, more like destroyed.
Captures something chilling.
Oh, another YouTube ad. That is chilling.
I heard about these.
Jeez. Well, there's nothing in here.
Whoa!
The bed in the back.
Did you see that hand?
Yeah. Okay. I've seen enough.
Did you see it? Well, Josh didn't either. But soon after he enters the RV, a mysterious small hand can be seen hitting the skylight on the roof. Now, Josh didn't notice the unexplained little hand, but when he posted his video to YouTube, his viewers were shocked. Some of them think that this could be the ghost of one of the children that stayed at the camp long ago. But what do you think? Is this a ghost accidentally caught on camera? Or simply one of Josh's friends messing around? And if it is one of his friends, they certainly have tiny little hands.
Is it the little tiny hand?
Watch your step. French paranormal explorer Oz from the YouTube channel Project Activity travels to haunted locations all over France to investigate and record proof of the paranormal. In this episode, he investigates a house that is said to be extremely haunted.
Ooh.
The house's owner, who wishes to remain anonymous, says that both of her grandparents passed away inside the home. She claims that after she moved in with her children, she began to experience terrifying paranormal activity on a daily basis. Every night when she would lie asleep in bed, she says that she would be woken up by the chilling sensation of something stroking and caressing her cheek.
Whoa, stroking and caressing. Man, that's a ghost I want to meet. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine getting woken up to a ghost that's stroking and caressing you? Now that's kinky. That's right, Kinky Door. That's kinky, boy. Kind of like in Ghostbusters when Dan Aykroyd, when Ray is laying in bed and he gets a blowjob from the ghost. Remember the original? If you're my age, you remember the original was a much more... they didn't show anything, but they showed it was more... there was more sexual innuendos in that scene. And later on, they removed it because there was a lot of kids who watched the movie. But the original Ghostbusters movie, like the one that came out in theaters, maybe like the first copy of the VHS or whatever, it was really as detailed as you can get without showing anything of Ray getting a blowjob from the ghost. And then later they cut it back a great deal.
Even though the nightly event frightened her, she believed that this could be the spirit of one of her grandparents, peacefully watching over her and her children. But then, one night, something happened that changed her mind forever. Just after midnight, as the woman lay sleeping, she was suddenly jolted awake by the feeling of her bed frame violently shaking. The entire bed seemed to love.
He said that, and I can only think about the scene in Scary Movie 2 when she's getting fucked by the ghost. When the ghost like puts his penis in her mouth and you can see the back of her head.
Levitate off the ground and then seemed to be forcefully thrown a few feet across the room. The woman now no longer believed that this was the peaceful spirit of one of her grandparents haunting the home.
I'd like to get a ghost
believed it was
blowjob.
something
It'd be
much
nice.
more dark and sinister. Something that might wish to harm her and her children. The family moved out of the house the very next day, and the
Really
home
was
has
good.
remained empty ever since. Paranormal investigator Oz from the YouTube channel Project Activity.
The first two were the
investigates
best ones, though.
mysterious house to figure out just what is haunting the family. In his investigation, he uses some very unconventional tools, one of which is a small piece of paper placed inside a plexiglass box. The idea is that no wind or air currents can move the paper inside the box. So the only way it can move is by something supernatural.
We were actually talking about
Oz
my
is setting
ex
up a second
at
device
the
in
dinner
same
table
room,
yesterday.
which I'll get back to in a second. But as he prepares, right behind him, this happens.
Donc je vais l'activer et je vais vous montrer comment ça fonctionne.
Whoa! Whoa! Ecto fantastic, you're damn right.
The piece of paper inside the plexiglass box mysteriously moves on its own. Oz doesn't notice and continues setting up his second, rather unusual device, a theremin. The theremin is sometimes used as a musical instrument, but it can also be used as a sensor. The theremin creates a tone whenever someone comes close to the antenna on top of the device.
This is a theremin, it's an electronic instrument. You produce music or sound by waving your hand.
That Johnny Carson?
in an electrical field.
So not long after Oz has set up the theremin, something very strange happens.
Elle avait ici, alors là je vous montre avec ma petite lampe, il y avait un lit. Donc la tête
That's freaky. That's kind of freaky.
Bon, très honnêtement, je sais pas pourquoi il s'est déclenché. Vous pouvez le refaire s'il se déclenche, je pars en cours.
I'm not gonna lie, that would freak the shit out of me.
Now, just a bit freaked out,
That's
he continues
a little
on with his
freaky.
investigation. But it seems that whatever was messing with the theremin isn't done with Oz yet.
Et pour l'histoire, donc comme vous pouvez, vous avez pu le constater, c'est une histoire qui est plutôt intéressante. Merde, c'est quoi ça? C'est la lanière de ma lampe torche. J'ai l'impression qu'on vient de tirer dessus. La lampe torche, elle est au sol.
Oz claims that something pulled on his pocket flashlight and broke the strap, causing the flashlight to fall hard to the floor. But then things get downright chilling.
Il y a eu ce truc avec cette batterie, ma lampe là, la lampe de poche qui s'est J'ai eu l'impression en fait que quelqu'un me l'a tiré des mains. Ça a pété la lanière qui est cassée là, vous pouvez le voir. Et en fait, elle est.
It's pretty freaky.
La lanière est complètement pétée.
A strange whisper can be heard, and a door behind Oz slams him in the back.
En fait, la lanière est complètement pétée.
Throughout his investigation, Oz has managed to stay relatively calm. But what happens next even frightens him.
Si je vous dérange là, dans cet étage, je descends. Je vous demanderai de ne pas faire de bêtises.
Wow!
Là par contre, sans déconner, c'est quoi ce bordel? Et franchement, il faut pas faire ça quoi. Putain, je viens de me faire pousser quoi.
The ghost hunter gets an unexplained push in the back by an invisible force and almost falls down the stairs. What the woman told him about the dark intentions of the spirit that haunts the home seem to be true, as he has been attacked not once, but twice, by something he just can't see. So, is this house haunted by some dangerous malevolent spirit or demon? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
I found the
That's all for now. Thanks for
the
watching.
device to be the scary part.
Top 5 because it's a nice thing to do. See you soon.
Yeah, that was that last one was pretty good. We'll watch the other episode tomorrow because they're like 25 minutes long, and we have 20 minutes left before we go. Yeah, it was the best one. The other ones were kind of, you know,
Bullshit.
I know. I've hit that button way too many times tonight. I know. I can't help it. Yeah, it was like a 26-minute video. Yeah, it was exactly 25 minutes, 25 minutes, 54 seconds. So basically 26 minutes. Yeah, I know. There was no smell. But that last one with the French guy was really good. Just a couple of things. I'm still adding stuff to it. I have a whole different folder set up for Lenny. But I have the bullshit one. I have Seinfeld. I have
Life sucks. Get a fucking helmet, all right?
And then I have
Just a bit outside.
Now it's great because I don't have to double click anything. I just hit the buttons. This is what it looks like. I'll show you guys. And then you have the buttons here. So you can see, like, it tells me everything I need to hit. But there's like 60 different buttons. You get 15 that you can use, and then you can make a subfolder for another set of 15, another set of 15. And then so I have like when I go, like if I need to be right back, I just hit be right back. And then go back to that. It just makes it easier because I don't have to click anything on my mouse. I just hit the buttons. It really, really makes, like, it just makes life a lot easier. Yeah, so I'm fucking with it. But yeah, I have special sound bites for Lenny, which I'm looking forward to using. So I got some pretty good ideas for Lenny for next week. I'm gonna have fun with that. It's $150. And it's so seamless. It's so easy to set up because basically it connects with the OBS. So every time I change a scene, like I hit intro or countdown or whatever, I don't have to click on the actual software anymore. I just hit these buttons. That leaves my other hand free to go and, do other things. I can add whatever sounds I want. I can add my music to it. Anything I want is at a click of a button. So what really makes it more helpful is like if I'm gaming, let's say if somebody says something silly when I'm gaming and I want to do the bullshit, or if I was doing it without this, I would literally have to minimize the game and double click the MP3 on my computer. Now I don't have to do that. Now I just hit the button and it does it. So Yeah, there you go, Omni. It does leave my hands free to do other things. Yep. Fresh girl. So fresh. It's all right. Sure, do other things. It's not as cool when it comes from you, Scrap. I just want you to know that. It's cool coming from Omni because she's a woman, but you're a guy, and you referencing me doing other things with my hands is, I don't mean to sound anti-woke here, but it's super gay. I just want you to know that right now. Are we only watching one movie tomorrow or both? No, we're watching one, man. Come on. Streams are going to start getting longer, but not right away because I'm still recovering. And despite the fact that I feel better, it's really important I get rest. Like today, I had to lay down for a long time because I've been running around every day and I shouldn't really be on my leg too much because it's still recovering. So what tends to happen is if I'm on my feet too much, my leg starts to flare up. Like it gets really warm and it gets a little sore. And today I went out with the kids, did shopping, came back. I cooked here for the family because I wanted to make steak and rice. So I made that. So basically I got to lay down for like a half hour before the stream. So I just got to kind of take it easy. But I do want my streams to go longer. I do want to start making them longer. I think it'll be easier to do that with Lenny if he's playing a game. Right now for entertainment talk, like it's so dry. Like I'm even thinking, I like some of the video requests you guys gave me, like that's all good, like on the video I did. But in terms of stuff to talk about entertainment wise, I'm having a hard time finding anything to talk about. Like I can do 100 Godzilla videos. That's easy. I can make up pretty much any kind of topic to discuss. But again, I don't want to just do that. Now I do have that Black Mirror video, but that's taken a little while because it involves me watching like 6 episodes. And then it involves me writing out a nice draft of comparisons that I want to do. So that's a big project. Probably won't get a lot of views, but I want to do it anyway because I like the show. But outside of that, you know, the challenge is going to be doing videos on the channel. I don't think doing Lenny stuff is going to be a challenge because Lenny's just going to be game stuff. Yeah, it's very little to talk about. So, which is why Lenny's going to have 3 stream nights out of the 5. Just makes more sense because I know Fridays we do the watch party, so that's easy. And then Thursdays, it can be like today, you know, we talk maybe something entertainment related. I was going to do cryptozoology tonight, but I decided that I wanted to kick things off talking about some of the delays. But I was going to talk about Ogopogo, so I'll leave that for next Thursday, which is a cryptid from Canada. It's kind of like their Loch Ness Monster. But I wanted to talk about it because it does have some significance in pop culture. For example, the monster Ogopogo was referenced in Final Fantasy IV. It was one of the bosses in the game. So that kind of stuff. So we'll get into that next week. Yeah, Ogopogo. Look it up. It's a cryptid from Canada. Yes, sir. And then, like I said, you know, I'm still setting up. I got my Captain America shield today. That was very, very... Actually, that shield is a really good replica. You can't see the whole thing now, but it literally has the straps. It's 24 inches in circumference. It's fucking heavy. It's not like top tier replica. Like the top tier replica cap shields are the real metal. That one is like a hard, heavy. I don't want to say plastic. It's like a material that's like plastic, but I forget what they call it. But I was super excited to get that today. I was gonna start the stream with it on my arm, but I was like, nah, let me not be too gay. Ogopogo, stay away from the lake, yeah. Yeah, I do want to play that. I haven't picked it up yet. Damn, son, where'd you find this? What? There's only one downfall to me having this room. There's no AC in here. It is so fucking hot. I'm glad I'm not sweating bullets, but I'm hot right now. I'm so hot. So hot. Like, you have no idea. It's like insanely hot in here. Probably during my videos, you'll have an easier time of seeing my display than you do now because it's so dark. But I like my alien light back there. That's like my favorite. That and my shield are my favorite ones. But there's going to be other things in here. I have so I have the original. This is now I'm really gonna show my age. I have the original Voltron, the die-cast one, the metal. My mother rolled up on me with it the other day. I can't believe she still had it. And I was like, oh my God, I need to put this up on my thing. Yeah, I'm going to have to put a fan. My only concern is that you might hear it, and that's going to kind of fuck up the stream. You know what I mean? Are you going to buy that Mike Tyson pay-per-view as a boxing fan that didn't grow up at the times? Yeah, I do want to watch it. Yeah. Yeah, so I got a Voltron I'm going to be putting up there soon. Captain America shield, Optimus, the alien lamp came today. I also have a B-roll camera. It came late today, so I didn't get a chance to set it up. But for those of you, this is my B-roll camera. So I'm going to set that up old school like I had it set up. That's basically going to be, for those who might remember, there was a short time, and everybody loved it when I had it. There was a short time that I had a meme cam. Basically, it was a cam that I would flip to that would like be zoomed into my face so I can make funny faces. So that's what he's here for. That's my meme cam. The meme cam makes a return tomorrow. Rob, do you miss the old house? No, I don't. Not at all. Not even close. I got to do a little tour of this house. My parents did well. I mean, this house is epic. It only makes me want to buy a house even sooner. The waiting is going to be hard to match. The glowing alien head is awesome. Yeah, I love that. So that's the thing, like, right? So when I put that up, my son came in and threw all his toys up there. And I'm like, boy, these are your toys. You should keep them, play with them. I have a plan of how I want to set this up. Because I wanted to kind of have everything that kind of represents the things I like. So obviously you guys know I'm a big Cap fan. I love Transformers growing up. Obviously Godzilla's up there. Got more Godzilla over here. The 2 plushies in the basket. That's one of my favorites. My little chibis over here on this side. My alien there. But I got the Voltron coming. I got a couple of other Marvel stuff coming. So yeah, I'm excited. But I also want to put them in a position where you guys can see them all. So I got to be very strategic. Like there's one right behind my head. Like right now, right there, you can't see it, but that's Daryl Dixon and Rick Grimes, my Funko Pops. But I got a spot next to Cap Shield on the top there. I'm probably going to put Voltron up there. You know? Put something on the door. Yeah, I could put like you know what I was planning on putting on the door? Some of my more rare comics. Because they all have a cardboard in the back, so I was going to pin them to the door and put them up there. But, you know, got to remember, this ain't my house. I actually have to ask Pop's permission. I'm 42 years old, but I wouldn't even ask him. I wouldn't want to do that. If it was my house, I'd do it, but this is not my house. It's his house. You need the Voltron squaring up against X+. That'd be cool. Are you guys thinking of getting a house close to your parents? My mother literally was ready to have us buy the house like 3 houses down. But I said no. I was like, let's not get crazy. I wanted to live close to you guys, but let's not get crazy. Yeah, this is not a shelf. As you can see, it's more like... So this thing I bought, I liked it because it was easy to put together. I didn't want to buy anything too crazy or too heavy because it's not staying here long. And I don't want anything that I have to work hard to take down. This gets put together by these little clamps. It got my wife put it together like in 20 minutes. Yeah, I could do that too. So this is like a temporary thing for me. When we get our own place, hopefully like within the next 6 months, then I'm gonna get a real shelf. Like I'm talking like a big ass bookcase and put all this shit up there. But you know, I didn't want to have a bare wall behind me, and I like it. Again, you'll be able to see it better when I'm doing videos during the day than you do on stream. But because I like to stream in the dark, especially in this hot ass room, there's no way I'm putting on the light. LED lights are fine because they don't give off heat, but the headlight does. So. Yeah. Fucking Playmates. Oof. But I will say the Kong figure is nice. The Kong figure is up there, but you can't see him. But he's next to the 2 plushies on the upper right corner. My right. Roy Jones just because Tyson is not in his prime, but then again, let's not underestimate Mike Tyson. It'll be an interesting sparring fight, that's for sure. When is that supposed to happen? What's the date on that? Hey Rob, have you heard that The Mask is getting 2 more sequels with Jim Carrey returning? No, I did not hear that. I got 306-inch Godzilla figures. I gotta say, they ain't that bad. Yeah, the smaller ones don't seem to be bad, but that big Godzilla one is, oof, man, that one's bad. Now November 20th or something? Okay. Yeah, the Godzilla. Well, I don't know about the smaller Godzilla, but the bigger one is not good. Yeah, he's been working out. Yeah, Tyson, it's going to be fun to watch. But Roy Jones is a little younger than Tyson, isn't he? If I'm not mistaken. You ready for the Snyder Cut trailer this week? Oh, is that happening this week, the Snyder Cut? Am I ready for it? I guess. Hey Rob, are they making new Alien movie? Oh, I don't know. I don't think they should anymore. What date was it this weekend? Was it Saturday? You can at least talk about DC fandom when it happens. DC fandom. Oh, DC fandom. Yep. That's... yeah, it'll be something to talk about, you know. No, I'm looking forward to whatever they show, really. Really, I am looking forward to it. I definitely want to see Wonder Woman, man, when that shit comes out. They should play that when Biden gets up to talk. That's so true. I hope all the budget didn't go to Steppenwolf's redesign. I hope the budget went to removing Steppenwolf altogether. I think the only show that is going to make me get a subscription to HBO Max is Overlook Hotel, because I just want it to be Black Mirror, but all taking place in the hotel from The Shining. So far, it's still coming out in October, yeah. Thoughts on Son of the Mask? Never saw it and never will. It's his original design, so it didn't cost anything. Oh, that's too bad. They probably should have redone that. Don't say that name. Yeah, is that the one with what is it, Jamie Kennedy? Is that the one with Jamie Kennedy, Son of the Mask? Is this Jamie Kennedy or is it the other guy, Alan Cumming? Why do I see both of them in the Mask movie? Or are they both in that one? Is it Alan Cumming and Jamie Kennedy in Son of the Mask? Yeah, they're both in it. Okay, that's what I thought. How do you go from playing Nightcrawler, to playing in Son of the Mask with Jamie Kennedy? What a dive. That poor man's career. It's so quiet. I'm so used to, like, earlier in the stream, I'm so used to, like, the kids coming in and out of frame. My wife laughing in the background. It's so quiet now. Was Bob Hoskins in that movie? See, I never seen it, so Son of the Mask makes Godzilla's Revenge look like a masterpiece. Well, let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. All right? Nice try there, Kaiju.
Just a bit outside.
Enjoy the piece, yeah. No, it helps. I tell my kids, unless I invite you on a stream, don't walk in here. When Biden goes to talk, or do you mean speak and make absolutely no sense and forget where he's at? That's right. Listen here, fat. Dude, he's actually the worst actor of the movie. I believe it. You should add soundtrack of your wife laughing. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Look at that. Steve Miller coming up with the ideas. All right. It is that time of the night. There'll be some videos up tomorrow, maybe 2. When will the world end, Rob? Probably by the end of the year, the way things are going. Unfortunately. Are they doing presidential debates? Biden would get wrecked. They're only going to do 3 right now. So we'll see what happens. All right, we'll be back here tomorrow night. There'll be some videos up tomorrow. No Shrek. All right, we'll work Shrek back in tomorrow, I promise. All right, Daddy's going to go into the AC, guys. Yeah. I know, it's been a while. Thank you, Ami. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Raids again, the excitement. Ugh. If you guys don't show up, I won't be mad. I don't blame you. But anyway, guys, have a good night. We'll be back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Godzilla Raids again. And then we'll be back Saturday. We'll do something different. We'll try and do something different. And then videos regularly. And Tuesday will be Lenny. So make sure you're here for that. Until then, you guys have a good rest of the night. Stay safe. Remember to wash your hands, wash your ass, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Together in this love, don't you forget it. We're